You've probably heard a lot of promises out there: permanent weight loss, miracle diets, intense workouts that promise quick results, and even methods that seem too good to be true. But let me tell you something, most of these solutions only leave you frustrated, without real results. That's why today, I'm going to reveal something that may seem too simple, but it's the true game changer in the battle against belly fat. And no, I'm not talking about that exercise everyone thinks will work, but something that science and practice have proven to be effective. The truth is, belly fat is stubborn. And no matter how hard you work in the gym, without the right strategy, results will take time to show. But don't worry, I'm not here to sell you illusions. What I'm going to show you is an exercise that anyone can do, one that burns calories efficiently and, best of all, is sustainable in the long run. Simple, but powerful. Get ready to understand why this is my #1 go-to when it comes to losing fat and finally achieving the flat stomach you've always dreamed of. Curious? Then stick with me, because what comes next might just be the key you've been searching for. We're going to bust some myths, challenge old beliefs, and give you the tools to truly transform your body. This isn't magic, it's science and dedication. And if you're willing to step out of your comfort zone and apply what I'm about to show you, the results will surprise you. What's up, everyone? Tiago here. Let's face a truth that many avoid: belly fat is the most stubborn of all. And there's no use trying to dodge this reality because that's how our bodies work. Genetics is a powerful factor that acts like a guardian of fat in this region, keeping it there even when you're losing weight in other parts of your body. So, if you're struggling to lose belly fat, know that this is completely normal, but it's not an excuse to give up. It's a sign that you need to be even more persistent. Now, don't be fooled, just because belly fat is stubborn doesn't mean it's unbeatable. The key is consistency. Maintaining a caloric deficit over time is essential to saying goodbye to that fat that insists on sticking around. And when I talk about a caloric deficit, I mean adjusting your diet and incorporating fat-burning exercises into your daily routine. There's no shortcut, and anyone who says otherwise is misleading you. If you want real results, you need to face this reality and act strategically. And look, this is exactly where many people fail. Most want to see a flat stomach immediately but forget that fat doesn't choose where to leave first. And guess what? The belly is usually the last place it goes away from. But don't worry, I'm going to show you that with the right approach, even the toughest challenges can be overcome. And speaking of approach, the next topic will show you a simple and effective way to do just that. Let's get straight to the point. When it comes to fat-burning exercises, many people immediately think of running, jumping, and sweating until they can't take it anymore. But the truth is, not everyone is ready or willing to face this kind of intense routine. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. Walking, although underestimated by many, is one of the best forms of physical activity you can adopt. It's low impact, which means it won't wear out your joints, and it's still extremely effective. It's that simple. And there's more, walking isn't just effective, it's sustainable. Unlike workouts that demand more from your body and mind, walking is something you can incorporate into your daily life without much effort. You don't need to mentally prepare for a marathon every time you exercise. A simple stroll in the park or even around the block already contributes to fat loss. The secret is consistency, and walking allows you to be consistent day after day. And the best part? Walking is an activity that fits into any routine. It doesn't matter if you have a job that requires long hours sitting or if your time is short, there's always room for a walk. Moreover, contrary to what many think, the time spent walking can be more valuable than half an hour of intense running. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about next. Now, let's talk numbers. Many people underestimate the power of a simple walk, but the numbers don't lie. If you weigh around 170 pounds, a 1-hour walk at a leisurely pace of 3 miles per hour can burn approximately 200 calories. And that might not seem like much at first, but the magic happens when this becomes part of your daily routine. This accumulated calorie burn, day after day, has a significant impact on fat loss, especially in the belly. This is where things start to get interesting. When it comes to losing belly fat, every calorie counts. If you're consistent with walking, those 200 daily calories can turn into a considerable caloric deficit over weeks and months. And remember, walking is an activity you can do without worrying about extreme fatigue or the physical strain that more intense exercises can cause. In other words, it's a double win. You burn calories while preserving your body to keep up with the routine. Now, imagine that, in addition to this, you gradually increase the intensity or duration of these walks. The calorie burn only tends to increase, and with it, the results become even more evident. And believe me, the next step will show you that this type of activity has much more scientific backing than you might think. When we talk about effective methods for losing fat, it's easy to think that only the most intense exercises yield results. But science proves that walking, a simple and accessible exercise, can be just as effective as more vigorous activities. A recent study, a 2023 meta-analysis, showed that activities like walking have surprising results in fat loss, especially in the abdominal region. It's not just about sweat and effort but the total number of calories burned over time. And here's the point, it's not about how quickly you burn the calories, but how consistently you stay active. Walking, being a low-impact activity, allows you to move for longer, day after day, without the wear and tear that can lead you to give up. This study made it clear that, over time, what really counts is the total calories burned, and walking is one of the most underestimated ways to achieve this. So, if you're still wondering if it's worth it, the answer is a resounding yes. Moreover, this lighter, more sustainable approach makes walking a powerful ally for those seeking long-lasting results. It allows you to stay in the game longer without the injuries and exhaustion that often accompany more intense workouts. And the truth is, by combining this habit with a balanced diet, you'll be on the right path to achieving your fat loss goals and, of course, that much-desired flat stomach. But how exactly can you increase your daily activity without turning your life into a marathon? Let's find out next. Now, let's put theory into practice. If you really want to increase the number of steps you take each day, the secret is to incorporate small changes into your routine without needing to make big sacrifices. Start with something simple, like parking your car a little farther from your destination. It might seem like an insignificant detail, but those extra steps add up and make a big difference by the end of the day. Another effective trick is always opting for the stairs instead of the elevator. These small decisions are like investments that, over time, pay big dividends in the form of calories burned. And there's more, adding small walks after meals is another strategy that not only aids digestion but also increases your total daily steps. These moments of walking can be an opportunity to reflect on your day, listen to an interesting podcast, or simply enjoy the surroundings. The important thing is to keep moving, even if lightly. Every step counts when the goal is to lose belly fat and reduce body fat. Another practical tip is to set daily step goals. Many experts suggest something between 8,000 and 15,000 steps a day as a good target for most people. If starting with 15,000 seems too much, adjust the number to something more realistic and gradually increase it. The important thing is to create a habit that's sustainable in the long run. And by integrating these small changes into your daily life, you'll soon realize that hitting these numbers is entirely possible. Now, let's see how to combine this with a diet that really amplifies these results. When it comes to losing fat, especially belly fat, it's impossible to ignore the importance of a proper diet. Walking alone is a powerful tool, but if you continue to consume more calories than you burn, the results will be limited. Therefore, to truly maximize the benefits of fat-burning exercises, you need to pay attention to your diet. The secret here is simple: combine a moderate caloric deficit with regular walking. That way, you'll be attacking the problem from all angles. One of the most common mistakes I see is the belief that walking alone will be enough to lose belly fat. The reality is that diet plays a crucial role in this process. Reducing the consumption of highly caloric foods and opting for balanced meals will speed up fat loss and help maintain results in the long term. This means that, in addition to walking, it's important to be mindful of what you put on your plate. Nutrient-rich foods like vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains should be the foundation of your daily diet. And when you combine everything, a controlled diet and regular walking, the impact is remarkable. Fat starts to melt away, and the body responds positively. Walking becomes not just exercise but a natural extension of a healthy lifestyle. The truth is, this kind of combination is unbeatable when it comes to losing fat and, of course, achieving a more defined belly. Now that you know how to effectively combine diet and exercise, it's time to put everything into practice and reap the rewards of this change. And so, we've reached the end of this topic. Now that you know what needs to be done, the question is, are you truly committed to change? Staying where you are might be comfortable, but what has that given you so far? That discomfort you feel when you look in the mirror isn't going to disappear on its own. It's time to take control of the situation and start acting. The knowledge is in your hands, but only you can turn it into results. And remember, there's nothing more powerful than seeing real change happen. If you want an extra boost on this journey, Burn Boost might be exactly what you need. It's a practical guide, without miraculous promises, focused on healthy weight loss using the principles of flexible dieting. The idea here is to make your life easier, without suffering, so you can achieve your goals without severe restrictions. And if you're ready to continue this transformation, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and don't miss the next video. 3 exercises for explosive shoulder growth. Click now, and let's go on this journey together. See you there.